Hello, good afternoon. This is David Soto talking to you, and today I would like to talk to you about my new Ultimate EA. I'd like to talk to you about what it is, how it works, and most importantly, how to install it. Okay, so to begin with, my new Ultimate EA or Expert Advisor is a fully automated trading robot. It is designed to scalp for about 10 to 15 pips only. All right. It is it will place a trade every 15 minutes and works best on either a 1 minute or 5 minute time frame. Okay. The only thing you are required to do is to install it and make sure it is up and running 24 hours a day, at least Monday through Friday. Okay. If you are not able to leave your computer up and running at all times like that, then I would suggest getting a VPS or virtual private server. Okay. A VPS will allow you to run this on a virtual computer, if you will, and you do not have to have your computer running at all. Okay, so if you want to get a VPS, you can just simply do a Google search on the internet. There are many different providers out there that have VPS services. Um, there are free ones and paid ones. The free ones I would stay away from simply because they are not very reliable. And the paid ones, you do not need to spend a lot of money. You can pick a decent one for less than $10, maybe $8 or $9 for a good one. All right. Do not go out and spend $40, $50 a month on a VPS because that is just not needed. Okay. Unless you're doing some really high end programming. Okay. But for this, it's not needed. And furthermore, since there are so many different variants and different types of VPSs on the market, I cannot provide technical support for how to install your VPS. It's just not something that I'm experienced with. And make sure that the service that you use has their own technical support built into it so that way you can email or call them for support. Okay. Now, next, I want to talk to you about how it works, how my EA works. And when I was developing this, I wanted to use my easy harmonic indicator that most of you know I have, but there are so many different variables involved with the easy harmonic indicator that to build an EA around the easy harmonic would be just so complex. Okay, and I wanted to keep this EA simple and easy to code, so I knew that the easy harmonic was not going to be possible. So I just wanted one single indicator that I could use for my EA. And I tested dozens and dozens of different indicators on the market, and I could never find that one indicator that was just perfect for this. Okay, so I went out and bought a whole bunch of different EAs on the market as well and tested them, seeing if I could mimic their strategy or if I could find one that had a good winning strategy. And unfortunately, all the ones I bought were complete garbage. Now, they're not saying that there are good ones out there. I'm sure there are. It's just I was not lucky in finding a good one. So to avoid having to spend any more money, buying these crappy EAs, I decided to just start from scratch and build my own indicator and build my own EA. Start from the ground up. So to do this, I created a new indicator. I call it my ultimate signal indicator. Okay, and you will receive this with the EA, and you do not have to have it up and running to use the EA, but you do have to have it installed in the proper indicator folder. All right, and I'll show you that later. Now, you're more than welcome to run this signal indicator if you want on its own and trade manually. It works very well. When you can also run it with the EA, I don't care. All right, so now I want to talk to you about how to install it. Okay, so once you purchase this from me, you should be able to uh, receive an email with a download link. All right, now at the time of this video, this is what my email looks like. Your email probably will look different than this, but you will have a link to download the Expert Advisor. Okay, click that link, and you will be able to download the Expert Advisor. This right now at this point in time, I'm only using Dropbox to store the file and download and share it. Okay, now you may have a different system for download, whenever you receive this. I don't know, but just go ahead and download it. And once you have it downloaded, then you would just want to open it up. All right, and I have this on my desktop already. You can download this either to your desktop or your documents, wherever you want to download it to. I don't care, but make sure you know where you download it, and then open it up. And of course, I've already done this before, so it's going to ask me to do it again, but that's fine. Open it up, and then if you're running a Windows computer, especially Windows 10, it will warn you, have this warning message here not to run it because it doesn't know if it's a virus or not. But just run it anyways, and then open it up, and then click yes right here. Since this is an unknown publisher, it's no problem. And then this is your installation dialog box that will pop up. It says welcome to Ultimate EA version 1.0. Click next. And if you have your MetaTrader already running like I do, you will not be allowed to install it. So you must close it. If you click OK, it'll just keep popping up the same message. Okay, so go over to your MetaTrader, make sure it's closed out. If you have multiple versions of MetaTrader or multiple brokers, make sure all the different MetaTraders are closed out, and then click OK. And then the next box will have just some really basic information about how to install this and some tips for installation and using this. I'm not going to read it to you, but you can read it when you're installing. Click next, and then here you'll have a end user license agreement, and this just basically says you're not allowed to copy this, duplicate it in any way, and just a basic software license. But you will not be able to copy this or share it anyways because it is password protected. You would need a password in order to run the software. Okay. Now all you have to do is give me your account number, and I will send you a password. Okay, either on Facebook or email. No big deal. All right, and I'll show you that here in a few minutes. So right now, just click accept. I accept the agreement. Hit next, and then select where you want to install this. If you have multiple um, versions of MetaTrader 4 running, then I would just only pick the one version of MetaTrader 4 that you want to install this on. Okay. Now I have two brokers, IC Markets and Traders Way, and for this video I'm just going to use Traders Way. Okay. So I'm going to deselect IC Markets and only select this one. Hit next, and then hit next again, and it will install it. Done. Hit next, and then I'm going to select go ahead and run this after install. And then right here, make sure you have the broker that you want. Make sure you didn't select the wrong one. If you did select the wrong one, hit the previous and go back. Okay, and then select the right one. So then select finish, and it'll go ahead and install all the proper files into the MetaTrader, and it will load the MetaTrader up for you. Okay, and once it connects to the internet like this, all right, now it's connected to the internet. I don't know if yours look like this. I created a brand new demo account just for this video, but on the left over here in the navigator pane, you should have your accounts, indicators, expert advisors right here. Under expert advisors, you should see when it says Ultimate EA. Okay, you will not see all these other ones. Okay, because these are different versions I was using for developing this. Also, I have a password generator that I will use to make you a password once you give me your account number. All right. So all you have to do is just take this EA, click on it, and drag and drop it onto a chart. But first, you need some charts, right? And in order to get some charts or currency pairs, I want to show you how to find the ones with lowest spread. That's very critical in using the software. Okay. So in the market watch window here, you have all your currency pairs listed here. Okay. And you want the ones with the lowest spread. And how you find this is right click on the window, anywhere in the window, right click and then click spread right here. And it will show up another column right here with a bunch of numbers and an exclamation point. These are your spread amounts. for each pair. All right. The default setting for this EA is 7 pips or 7 points. All right. All right. So you can adjust that, increase it, but keep in mind that you will need to increase your take profit as well. All right. Now, you can go ahead. I would suggest starting with ones that are less than 7. If your broker does not have it, then obviously you're going to have to change some settings. I'll show you here in a second. Now, I like to start with Euro USD. Typically, that is the lowest spread possible. I'm going to go ahead and open a chart window for that one. And then I'm going to select another one. This one here is pretty good, Euro JPY. I'm just looking at the numbers here. USD CHF is lower than 7. And I'm going to get one more. I'm going to do AUD USD. That's okay. All right. Now, you get all 4. I can click this button here just so you can see all 4 charts. All right. And make sure they're all on a 1 minute time frame. So I'm going to select each chart, change it to 1 minute. And then I'm going to load the EA onto a chart. Now grab your ultimate EA here and then click on it and drag and drop it onto any one of the charts. All right, it's going to bring up some different inputs that here you can change. Now, first of all, go to the common tab here and make sure this box here says allow live trading is checked and allow DLL imports. All right, the DL import should automatically be checked, but just make sure those are checked as well. And then go to the inputs tab right here. All right, and under max spread, for this video, I'm not going to change anything, but you're more than welcome to. You can increase this amount of the max spread, but do keep in mind that you're going to have to increase your take profit as well, which is right here. All right, your take profit, your actual profit is determined by subtracting the spread amount from the take profit. So, for instance, if your take profit is 15 and your spread amount on a particular pair is 3 or 4, then your actual profit might be 11 or 12 points rather than 15. So keep that in mind. The higher your spread, the higher you need to adjust your take profit. Okay. Now, next is trade size or lot size. All right. On the trade size, I would recommend using 0.01 to start with, just for testing purposes. And also make sure you use a lot size ratio of like 0.01 for every $500 or more, $500, $600, whatever you feel comfortable. I would not go less than $500. This is just my recommendations. You can use whatever lot size you want, but do bear in mind that if you have a trade that runs negative, quite a bit, then you might run the risk of blowing your account. I don't know how much money you have in your account, or what type of how many trades you're going to have open, etc., etc. So just always keep the money management thing in the back of your mind. Try to use a low lot size and a high account balance. You'll never blow your account. All right. Now, in making this EA, I included a hidden stop loss and a hidden take profit, as you see here. Now, the reason I did this is so that your broker will never see it. Some brokers, and I've even caught a few brokers doing this myself, is that they will employ some sort of secret algorithm or secret software that will detect your stop loss if you have a stop loss chosen, and the broker will make sure you hit your stop loss every time. I've watched trades that go up, hit the take profit, and never close, and then come back, hit the stop loss, and close with a loss. So, development EA, I know that people want to use the stop loss, and so what I did was I made it stealth or hidden, so the broker will never see it. Okay, and I did the same thing for the take profit as well. It's not really necessary for the take profit, but I felt it was a nice addition. All right. Now, one thing you must note about this hidden stop loss or take profit feature, if you change it to false, okay, if you change it to false, you will not have no stop loss or take profit at all. Even if you choose an amount, it will still not be set, and you will have to go manually and input the take profit or stop loss. Okay, so do bear that in mind. I would just leave it on true. Okay, and you should have no problems. All right. For me in my personal trading, I never ever use a stop loss because I don't want to lose. Okay, and I know that even if a trade runs negative, eventually it's going to go back to positive. Okay, the key to success with this or any other system is to make sure you have enough money in your account to cover any trades that go negative, and not to open too many trades, and not to use a high lot size. That's all part of the money management strategy. Now you are more than welcome to put any amount of stop loss you want here. You can test this with 100 points, 500 points, or even 1,000 points, and see what works best for you. I have back tested this many, many times, and without using a stop loss, and the highest drawdown I could possibly get was 13%. But that's you might get something different, but that's all I could get. And anytime I use a stop loss in developing this at any level, I wind up just blowing my account. So for me, in all my testing, I decided not to use any stop loss, but I did include this in the EA in development if you want to use it. All right. Now, take profit here. The hidden TP is default is 15 points. You can use less or more. I would not go less than 10 points, and I would not go higher than 20, 25 points because you want to be able to get in and out as quickly as possible with these trades. Okay. Now if you're going to use this, if you want to test this on I don't know 1 hour, 4 hour chart, you may want to increase the TP to 100, 200 points. I don't know. Um, I've tried using this on a 1 hour chart and 4 hour chart, but I could not get it to place any trades. Okay, I'm not saying it won't, but um, this is designed as a high frequency trader. Okay. All right. And the last setting right here is max open trades. Now this max open trades is basically like it says, it will keep placing trades until that maximum number has been reached. And this is for each currency pair, each chart. So meaning if for example I'm running Euro USD and um, it places trades every 15 minutes. So if I have one trade open and that trade is running negative for several hours, okay, it will continue to place additional trades up until every 15 minutes, up until that maximum number has been reached. Okay, and once trades start closing, it can open more additional trades. All right, so that's a very nice feature. But again, you don't have too many trades open at one time. All right, never ever be in a hurry to make money because you could potentially blow your account. So if you do increase this amount, the max open trades, increase it to 2 or 3, like that. Don't increase it to 20 or 40. Don't go crazy with this, okay? And the last value here is your password. That once I give you your password, you will input it here, and just make sure when you enter the password, there's no spaces before or after the password, and just enter exactly as I give it to you, okay? And it'll be an encrypted password. It'll look kind of funny, but just make sure you enter it exactly as I give you. And then click OK. And for this example, I did not enter a password, so you will get a pop-up message here that says what the registration information is, and you just send it to my business email, or you can just send it to me a message on Facebook. I would prefer you actually send it to me on Facebook because I can get it to you faster. Okay, and I'll leave a link below in the description of this video for my private Facebook if you'd like to contact me. Okay, now for making this EA, I have a copy already that does not require a password, and I'm going to go ahead and install this and then show you how this works, and we're going to watch some trades being executed. Okay, so this one here I'm going to click and drag and drop, and I got these boxes checked. Inputs are okay. I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to hit OK, and Make sure you have the auto trading button here pressed, okay? I already have it pressed, but just make sure that button is pressed, and you should see a smiley face right here on the chart. If you do not see a smiley face, see a frown, then you have done something wrong. You need to go back and recheck all your steps, okay? Now, um, you need to load this on each chart. Now you can drag and drop this onto each chart, or you can do like I do and create a template. All right, go right here and click Save Template, and then just type in Ultimate EA. I've already done this before, so I don't have to type it again. But you'll have a new template, and then you go to the next chart, like USD CHF right here, okay? And just click Ultimate EA, and it will load that template. All right. Okay, I don't know why it didn't load there. All right, let me try this again. Save template. Should work. All right, there. And go to the next chart and hit and choose your template and do that for each of these, okay? All right. Now, it should start placing trades right away, but I cannot guarantee, depending on the time of day or whatever, how the market is moving. If you load this on about 4 or 5 different currency pairs and you do not see trades placed within the first 5 minutes, then there is something wrong. Okay, either there's a problem with the broker or a problem with the setting. I would try first to increase your spread setting. Go back to your settings, and you can go to any of these charts and just right click and come in here to expert advisors and then go to properties. Okay, and it'll bring up the properties, and you go to your spread right here and increase this like 20 or 30, and then click OK, and then see if it places trades. Okay, and that's only if you're not getting any trades placed. Now, if you follow the steps so far, you should see being trades placed. Right now, I got one on AED USD. If I go to account history, I see I already had a Euro USD already closed in profit, 17 points. All right, I made the actual profit was at the broker's commission was 10 cents or 10 points. So, it says profit loss 0.10. So that's just one trade. This is why I tell you that the spread and take profit is very, very important. All right, especially the spread and choosing the currency pairs that have a low spread. Okay, so that is pretty much everything that there is to installing and using my EA. If you have any questions, please either send me an email or reach out to me on Facebook, and I'll be more than happy to contact you, and we can chat and discuss any problems and work to a solution. All right. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.